I don't understand you, man. Like, seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Wake the fuck up. Like, stop being a pussy. Start being a fucking man. Why do I always do reaction videos to my own videos? It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm going to do another one. So this one is the one that really pissed people off, which I expected to, which again, look, I'm going to tell you guys straight up here. I've got a new thing I'm working on, which is Rockstar Developer University, teaching developers to become rockstar, like to build personal brands and whatnot. And I'm going to be focusing on that as the main income source for my business. And that's really through simple programming. And Bulldog Mindset has become what I call a hobby business. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm making these videos, I've got the membership, I've got stuff, but the way I'm doing that is because I don't want there to be a bias. I don't want there to be any kind of, I'm not telling you the truth because I'm afraid of pissing you off, okay? And when this is the main thing that is building the income for my business, there is a conflict of interest. There is a little bit of, oh, maybe I should be careful what I say, or maybe I should say something that, like, or make videos that are gonna feed the algorithm. Like, you know, I've done some of that in the past, not proud of it. You know, I'm being honest with you guys, but I want to be totally honest on this channel, and you know, and hey, not as many people are gonna join Bulldog Mindset. It's not gonna get as much reach, but you guys that get it, like you get it. Like, I mean, I know a lot of you guys, you're here, you get it, you understand it, and so that's what you're getting, right? And so yeah, you're gonna get pissed off sometimes. That's fine. Like, I'm glad you should get pissed off. If I'm saying stuff that doesn't piss you off, I'm not doing my job. I'm not being honest, because it's gonna piss you off. So anyway, I have a video that actually just came out today as the time I'm recording this, but it's already got so many angry comments. And it's, what did I title this video? I said, if a man can't provide for a woman and kids, he has no business in dating, right? We can take a look at this lovely thumbnail here. We're A/B testing different thumbnails, but that's the video. Okay, so it's actually a pretty short video too. Here's the thing, okay? Well, yeah, let's just go through the comments here, and we'll, I mean, there's new ones popping up, but let's just go through it, and we'll have a good old time here. Okay, so the first comment, dude, in today's economy, you're asking firemen, police officers, teachers, and medical emergency personnel to remain celibate for life. Are you okay? Which, if you haven't watched the original video, go watch it. It's only 4 minutes or so. So, wow, you know, 7 upvotes. Okay, here's the thing about this, right? Because what I'm saying is, effectively, I said that if you can't afford to support a woman and children, you shouldn't be dating, right? And I'm gonna double down, triple down, whatever on this, because this is what it is to be a man. This is, again, if I, you know, I have a daughter. If she is dating a guy, I want to ask that guy, hey, can you support my daughter? Can you take care of her? If not, then I'm not too keen on that. You know, ultimately she's going to make her decisions, but that's my evaluation of a man. And look, here's the thing: firemen, police officers, teachers, medical emergency personnel, they're not making as much money. I get that, but you might have to live a more mediocre life, or you might have to live somewhere else where you can, that is cheaper, right? So things can be done. It can be accomplished. We live in a very materialistic society where we have stupid iPhones. I've got an iPhone. We got all kinds of junk that we don't need, expensive cars, status symbols, big houses that we don't really need. You know, we buy DoorDash and stupid stuff. Okay, you don't need that stuff. If you want to be, let's say, a firefighter, you're not going to make a lot of money, all right, and you want to get married and have a family, you still need to support that family, and you want a feminine wife. Like, these are it's important. I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings. I'm saying this because this dynamic, right? I've been doing coaching for a long time, right? And we'll go into some of those details, but this dynamic is essential in order to have that kind of relationship that you probably want to have with a woman, right? You complain about Western women on one hand that are independent, career-driven, and then you want to go 50-50. You can't do that. So let's say you're a firefighter. You're not making a lot of money. Okay, so first of all, before you even can really date a woman or financially provide, you need to save the money that you have and invest that money and try to grow that. Okay, and maybe you're building a business or doing something on the side. It's not just working for someone else. Like, you have to figure out how are you going to make this work, right? You have to decide what you want in your future. And then maybe you save aside some money, and maybe you don't need a huge amount of money to buy a small property that you can live in, even a tiny house or something like that. And now you can get married and have kids and support them, right? Or maybe you do a little bit of a homestead thing and you grow your own vegetables and raise some chickens. There's ways to do this, okay? It is quite possible to live on a lot less than what you think. And again, like I said, you can supplement your income by doing side business, by, you know, what happened to guys working 2-3 jobs to, like, you know, again, you don't need to have a super materialistic lifestyle, right? Now, if you want that, then you got to make that money, okay? If you make $500,000 a year, yeah, you can have a different lifestyle and support a woman and support kids, but you can do it on $50K too. You absolutely can. You have a mindset block that's saying this, that's making these excuses because you don't want to do it. right? So weird. John's dating advice seems to be very ideologically motivated. Still not sure why dating advice seems off. Maybe you have an idea. Love all the other content you make, John. Well, here's the thing, okay? I appreciate that you love all the other content, but don't box me in. The wisdom that I'm giving you on this channel, again, not to toot my own horn, it's universal wisdom. I'm not always right, okay? I'm not going to try and claim that, but I'm giving you the wisdom. I have a list, a video topic on my board called "Everybody's Wrong. The World is Wrong." 99% of people of what you're being told is not correct. They don't know what they're talking about. They think that they do, but they don't have the wisdom, okay? And I'm not trying to say that I'm the only wise person in the world. There's plenty of other people you'll talk to that will give you a similar perspective in life. But what I can tell you is that this comes from hard-earned experience and from coaching many guys. I've been through it all. I started off as a geeky, nerdy, introverted, like never kissed a girl, even in high school guy. All right. Even in college, I think I started to get, I dated a girl, but maybe I kissed one girl in that time. Like, it was really, no, I was not good at any of that stuff, okay? I got married young. I was a blue-pilled simp guy, whatever, and then like walked all over, no spineless, no backbone, right? I became a pickup artist. I became really good at that. I built up my confidence, all right? I got to a point where I was going out to nightclubs and picking up women and showing other guys how to pick up women and just, I mean, crazy, completely changed my life around and did that, all right? And it was insane, some of this. I'm not going to tell all the stories here, but I can tell you there's a lot of them, all right? There's a lot of stuff that I was legitimately doing while other guys were talking about dating and pickup, and I was actually doing it and having success with that, right? So you can watch some of my older videos on that if you want to understand that. And then I've been divorced. I was a jerk. I was unfaithful in my relationship. There were some reasons behind that. I've talked about that. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I'll admit there was a mistake to do that, all right? But hey, that's what I did. And then I got remarried. I'm married now to a wonderful woman, my wife, Nicole, and I have a relationship with her that is better than any relationship that I have ever seen two people have, honestly. We just about never fight. We've never called each other names. We don't yell at each other. We have a lot of sex. Like, it's been 4 years we've been together. It'll be plenty more than that. Like, I figured out how to interact with women. I figured out how things work. I figured out the masculine and feminine dynamic, which you have to understand. Read David Data, The Way of the Superior Man. Read that book. I have to grab some books here. I think I've got that book downstairs. But read that. Read Masculine Relationship. You need to understand more than just one perspective and understand what it means to be a man. This is what it's about. Like, because having that dynamic of the masculine and feminine, right? It exists in dating, it exists in relationships. That's what's going to create the kind of relationship that you want to have with a woman. My wife, Nicole, man, she thinks the world of me. Right? She worships the ground that I walk on. She is extremely attracted to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she respects me 100%. She considers me authority, that she submits to my authority. She tells people that this is my husband. I listen to him. He's the leader of this house. Do you understand how powerful that is? Do you understand that I'm telling you how you can get this, and you're fighting me on this because you're afraid of yourself not being able to make enough money, or you're afraid you're gonna get taken advantage? Do you understand what I'm offering you? Okay? And this is hard-earned experience. I learned these things by going through life, by coaching other people, by figuring this stuff out, by reading a ton of books, okay? And putting it into practice. I've figured this shit out. Like, I not 100%, but 99%. I figured out a lot of stuff here, okay? Especially when it comes to women in relationships. Man, I can tell you that I have never, ever found a couple that has a tighter, stronger relationship than I do with my wife, Nicole. But I didn't have that before. I had to learn and figure this stuff out. And I can tell you that a huge amount of it is because I understand the masculine and feminine dynamics, and I'm the man, and she's the woman. And that means I have to provide for her. I take care of all of the shit in life so that she can stay soft and gentle and feminine and can look up to me and respect me and knows I've got it. I've got a lock on this shit. Right? That's being the man. I'm trying to teach you guys how to do that. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to make life harder for you. I'm trying to tell you to embrace a hard life, because that is a joyful life. That is one where, like, where's the pride? the pride of being a man, right? I take care of my house. I take care of my family. I take care of my children. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is valuable stuff. Like, the same guys, this is what I want you to understand. The same guys of you that are complaining about the liberals and the dissolution of the nuclear family and how they're attacking families, you are part of the problem because I'm giving you the solution. I'm telling you how to be the man, right? How it should be structured. And you want 50-50? You want what the feminists want? I don't understand you, man. Like, seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Wake the fuck up, really. Like, stop being a pussy, start being a fucking man. Seriously, this world is going to shit and you are part of the problem and you're complaining on both sides of it. Stop this shit. Seriously, take responsibility for your life, okay? Like, I love you guys. I'm trying to help you. That's why I make these videos, right? That's why I'm telling you the stuff that I know people are not going to like, that they're going to hate me because I say it. It doesn't change it from being the truth. No one's going to tell you the shit that I'm telling you because it's not popular, because it's not going to get you a big YouTube following, because people are going to unsubscribe from your fucking channel. Do you understand? I am doing you a favor because I'm telling you the truth. Most people don't even know the truth, and the people that do are afraid to say it, okay? There's very few men in this world today. You could be one of them. There's very few men. There's very few men that I would take my hat off to. I know a few of them, but not many. If you want to be a man, it's a hard path. Take pride in the fact that it's a hard path. All right. I think I've ranted enough about that. Let's go on. I don't know what okay need is trying to say, but okay. Nope, he's definitely not okay. Typical beta male. Good. Unsubscribe, dude. Like, it's your loss. But if you think that I'm a beta male, you don't have it figured out. Okay. Well, he never had knowledge in this area, but it's one thing when you don't know and don't speak up. Another thing when you don't know and you try to teach people how the wrong things, like he does with the words because it's true. He's out of his mind. Again, like I said, do I not have experience in this area? I have a lot of experience in this area, a ton of experience in this area. Okay. I can tell you all the stories, all the things that I have learned in this process and in the guys that I've coached. And I can tell you, like, I mean, I wouldn't talk about something that I don't know, that I'm not so sure of, that I have a ton of experience in this. What can I say to you? How can you how can you understand this, right? I think some people think like you can't know multiple things, you can't do multiple things. You can, absolutely, and you should. Here's the guy again. Terrible advice. I agree with the previous person who wrote the comment. You're doing the same thing as Richard Cooper. You're passing off your life position and worldview as truth, when in fact it's only your worldview, a very beta worldview. You've indoctrinated to be this and that. As a man, no one knows you anything. Okay, so let's talk about this part real quick here. Because like I said, I was going to do a video on this. You're doing the same as Richard Cooper. You're passing off your life position and worldview as truth, when in fact it is only your worldview, a very beta worldview. You're mistaken. It is the truth. It's the hard truth. I'm giving you the hard truth. There's no, yeah, I feel like this or I think like this. Bullshit. This is how it works. This is biologically how it works. This is psychologically how it works. This is sexually how it works. And I can prove it through my results. I can teach you how to get laid. I have showed so many guys who have never gotten laid in their life, take them out to Vegas in one night and get them laid. Again, I'm not selling that to you right now, so you can trust what I'm saying, because I don't even offer that service. But I have done it. I have the knowledge of this. With my relationship, I have proof. You can ask Nicole, you can say, what do you think of John, right? You can watch the podcast. I have Better Than Perfect podcast. Every single week, we're talking about how many times you hear Nicole talk about how this house is run and how I'm the boss. Every week. So I'm telling you how this stuff works because it's true. Don't just say, oh, it's just your worldview. Fuck that. That's a pussy mindset, a way of thinking. It doesn't work that way, man. Like, you can't just dismiss stuff and say, oh, well, that's just your worldview. I'm telling you the truth, the hard truth, right? You might think that it's not, or you might think it's just my opinion. Yeah, there's some things that are my opinion, but this will work. Test it. What you're doing, is it fucking working for you? Because what I'm doing is working for me, and it's working for a lot of other people. So maybe you need to check yourself there. You've been indoctrinated to be this and that as a man. Indoctrinated by who? I self-indoctrinated. I figured this shit out myself. No one owes you anything. You're a grown man, John, but you still don't understand a lot of things. Look, yeah, no one owes you anything. Read How I Found Freedom in an Unfree World by Harry Brown. Okay, I'm libertarian. I believe that. Read a lot of Ayn Rand's stuff, and understand that you are free. You can do whatever you want. Read The Courage to Be Disliked and understand your personal freedom, right? You've got it. Okay, I 100% agree with you. But that doesn't mean you don't have to do these things. You do these things because you have pride in being a man and you take responsibility for the people under your care. Like that's how it works, okay? And yet you pass your disordered perceptions off as truth. The truth is that confident men have 50-50 with a girl. That's fair and honest. And men like you have to convince themselves and everyone around them that they should do something for someone. Well, sometimes you're right, but you're dead wrong on this one. But that's your life, and you're right to think so. No wonder you don't like red pill advice. They violate your perceptions built on your ego and weak character. Look, I was one of the guys that invented red pill. Like, please. Go back and look at your history and you can see. I was one of the first guys that got Rollo Tomasi to come on video because I can show you the emails where I emailed him way back. And I was like, man, you got to do more than just the book stuff, right? And I don't have to justify that history to you, but here's what I'll say about this. When you say confident men have 50-50 with a girl that's fair and honest, you have to understand this. You can have a 50-50 relationship with a woman and be on a fair and honest level. That's fine if you want to do that. What will happen though is you will not have sexual polarization. You will depolarize the relationship. So she'll be like a man and you'll be like a man, or maybe you're half man, half woman, she's half man, half woman. There's not going to be a strong attraction there. She's not going to respect you. She's not going to see you as an authority. She's not going to see you as an alpha male when you're 50-50. You could be confident and do 50-50. That's fine. That is okay if you want to live that way, but you're not going to be elevating your relationship and your life to a more superior level, right? Again, read The Way of the Superior Man, David Data. You want to be a superior man, not just a guy. I get it. I totally get what you're saying. And from a very logical, fair viewpoint, 50-50 makes sense. Like, why should a woman not pull her weight? I understand all the arguments. I get it 100%. Why should a woman, expect these things from a man? But what is she contributing? What is she bringing to the table? I understand all those things. It's the wrong way of thinking about things. It's not a business transaction. It's not a business partnership. It's a marriage or a relationship, right? Where you want a woman to be feminine. The feminine responds to the masculine. The masculine protects and provides. It creates a safe space where the feminine, who is delicate, can be revealed. And there's a huge amount of value in the feminine by itself. Okay, this is not about being a beta or a simp. It's not about buying a woman's affection. It's none of those things. When I was running pickup and running game, I didn't buy a woman shit. I just seduced her and brought her home with me. I didn't give her shit. I didn't need to. I don't want to. But a woman I'm in a relationship with, if I'm actually trying to build something, if I want a woman to be feminine, right? In fact, you can bring out the feminine in a woman just by being masculine. But you have to understand that it's not about what you have to do. It's about you taking pride in yourself as being a man and making that choice to do the hard stuff. No one should be pushing you and making you do this and saying that you have to do this. It's a choice that you make. I'm giving you that option to step up and be the man. So red pill advice, it does not, you guys don't even understand the red pill because like I said, I was one of the guys that founded the red pill ideology, right? From the very beginning. I was there coming up with the stuff in the discussions. And here's the thing about it is that the red pill has changed. There are some truths to this that are important ones to understand about female nature and psychology, but it has morphed into this stupid dogma with all this stuff that it doesn't even make sense anymore, right? The feminist viewpoint that it should be 50-50 is what now a lot of red pill guys are talking. It's so ridiculous. How does that even work? I don't understand how you have the same viewpoint as the feminists that you're saying are so bad. And the whole victim mindset that they have now. Please stop it. No thanks, I provide for myself. Women are adults and they can pay their bills and work, etc. Yeah, of course they can. But like I said, do you want to live a better life? I'm telling you how to have that sexual polarity. Beta bucks mindset. Yeah, you can think that, guys. It's fine. You don't have to take this wisdom and knowledge. It's fine. If you understand, here's the thing to understand about the whole beta bucks thing, right? Because there's some truth to this, right? Women will settle for a provider, a beta male, even though they want the alpha male. That is true. And you can be settled for if you're just volunteering money to women. I've talked about this in red pill seminars and get-togethers and whatever circles, discussions, right, and panels, right? You have to understand that you can be that guy where a woman settles for you and she's just choosing you because you're stable and secure and a nice guy, but she really has the sexual ambitions for the alpha guy. That is very true, okay? But now it's twisted, and anytime someone's saying to provide for a woman and to step up and be a man, now you're beta, now you're beta bucks. That's not the case. The women I'm with in my life and the women I've been with, they would be with me whether I had money or not. Now, I'm not going to not have it because I have ambition, because I'm a man, because I take care of the people who are around me and I love them and I want to provide for them. And I can do that. I'm capable. But that's not, it's my willingness to do that. It's what that means about me as a man and the direction and character that I have that makes me attractive to women, not the actual money itself. Okay, and believe me, if you don't understand this, I can show you this by many guys that I've coached that had a lot of money that couldn't get laid, couldn't get into relationships because the money is not enough. Yeah, you can buy some things with money, but you cannot buy true, genuine desire. Right? I'm teaching you to have true, genuine desire from a woman. And it's not just about the providing. There's so many other things about being masculine in the relationship. It's about creating the full emotional safety for a woman. It's about being on your mission and purpose and having, showing up masculine with your masculine presence. Like, these are things that you have to have. So yeah, it's true that you can be a beta bucks guy. That does exist. But that's not what I'm teaching you. That's not what I'm saying at all, right? Just paying for a woman, protecting, providing, paying for children, having this mindset, that does not make you beta bucks, okay? You're misunderstanding. Like, you don't understand the red pill even. You don't need that much. Every relationship is different. There's some value in the struggle. It can build a relationship. I did it. She's my road dog, a real partner, thick and thin. Now that we're young grandparents, we have enough that we can comfortably provide for additional members. We also let them learn from their struggles. I'm not wealthy, but it's close to 7 figures in the bank. Well, before we lived in poverty for 20 years, I drive a beater. Okay, this is true, right? Like, this is good. I like this comment. Like, you don't need that much. You can do it. You can make it, right? It's a bit contradictory. That's how families were until before the sexual liberation. On one hand, some people say that women are attracted to irresponsible men and enjoy the roller coaster of emotions. But on the other hand, the stereotype of the hardworking man is often seen as the ideal archetype for building a life. Which one is right in our current context? This is great. I love this question. So yeah, I mean, this is how families were built before sexual liberation. I have a thing that I've pioneered with my wife, a concept we call traditional modern relationships, which it means that, traditional relationships where the man was the provider and protector and the woman, did the housework and take care of the children and all this stuff. But she was with the man because she needed to be, because that's more of the beta bucks. She needed that financial stability. She couldn't really make her own money. All right. So it didn't matter what kind of man he was. She didn't have much of a choice. She had to pick a man based on his provisioning capability. But we live in a modern society where women, after sexual liberation, can have sex when they want. They can get jobs, they can make more money than men, and often do, all right? And so in order to win a woman's feminine heart as a man today, you actually have to step up and be a man. You can't just have money. You can't just provide. And so that's way more valuable. You have to understand how to actually seduce a woman, how to bring out the feminine in a woman. And then you become a guy that she will sing your praises, that you should hear the way that, again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that Nicole talks about me. Right? Watch the podcast. Like, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Like, that can only be created by the things I'm teaching you. Okay. And so, are women attracted to irresponsible men, enjoy the roller coaster of emotions? Yeah, that's true. There's truth to this. That is the concept of the alpha guy, that because he doesn't care what other people think. That's the primary attractive trait. But would a woman prefer a guy that doesn't care what other people think, but also is a hard worker and a good man that can build a family and protects and provides? Absolutely. It's just hard to find, because usually guys are assholes or nice guys. And so a lot of you guys are assholes. A lot of you guys are nice guys. You don't understand that there's an alternative to that. And so that's what I'm teaching you how to be, is the alternative to that, where you're not a spineless guy. You have standards, right? You understand female psychology, but at the same time, you understand that your greatest gift, masculine gift, is love. And you understand how to give that gift in the way to the people that matter to you. That's the ultimate mark of manhood, of being a man that is willing to sacrifice himself for the good of other people that he cares about. That is the ultimate mark of manhood. It doesn't mean that you have to live a miserable life, but you have to take pride in that. And that's what I'm teaching you. Go through some more of these. Is it too late for me to start a family at 41 years old? I make $100K a year now. Absolutely not. It's not too late. Okay, let me tell you, man. All right. I got married to Nicole at 42? I'm 44 now. I could have children with her. We didn't, because I already have my daughter, and we want to actually spend more time together, right? So that's the honest truth. So at 41, right, you can go out there and you should find yourself a woman that's maybe say from 25 to 35, and you can start a family with that woman. Perfect. It'll be great. Like $100K a year, can you do it $100K a year? Yeah, it's not a huge amount of money. Again, a lot of people are going to complain about that. I'm sorry, but your standards are too low. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. 100K is not a lot of money. It's a decent amount. It's enough to live meagerly and support family and support children. You can do that off of that. That's fine. So go and find a younger woman, get into a relationship with her. I mean, date, be successful. But yeah, you've got time. Like, that's the thing as a man. Like, you've got plenty of time. You could do this to 50 and be fine, even later. But that's why I'm telling you. Also, it's like a lot of guys are like, oh, whoa, I can't date. I can't. Like, I'm not making a lot of money, especially in my 20s. I get it. That's why I'm saying, is like, don't fuck around with women in your 20s. Like, maybe a little bit, but nothing serious. Instead, work on building yourself. Put all your effort into building yourself so that you can support a family and a wife and children if that's what you want to do someday. Otherwise, just stay single. But you get what I'm saying? Is like, you got time. Like you're going to be better off when you're older anyway. I think I got one more here, and then we'll refresh it just to see. As a Swede, I find this so alien. As for most families, both the man and the woman work and provide financially family. Yeah, look, I don't mean to offend you, but man, you Swedes got it all backwards and fucked up. Iceland too, right? Where it's like Sweden is one of the most feminist countries in the world. Yeah, it's great to go there and pick up chicks because they'll sleep with you, no problem. Okay, but it's not great for building a family. I get it. I understand. Like there is some success to that, but polarization is not going to be there. You're not going to have a strong sexual relationship that lasts. You're not going to have that kind of dynamic. Yeah, it can be successful. But look what's happening in Sweden as well, right? With the liberal policies that are based on these feminist worldviews and ideologies, right? There was just a massive shooting. The immigration problem, like it's the capital of the capital R word, right? I'm not going to say that one. It's become a shit show based on these ideologies. If you have strong values, family values, that where the man is a man and the woman is a woman, that is the best society to raise children in and for long-term success. So I like Sweden. I love visiting Sweden. It's a fun place to go. I've been there a few times, but I'm telling you the truth, man. Like just because you're not familiar with it, it's because the Swedish culture for a long time has adopted man, you guys used to be fucking Vikings, right? It's gone soft, man. Like I'm just telling you the truth, right? So again, I'm not trying to offend you by being, I'm just telling you the truth, okay? All right, I love you. All right, I'm trying to help you. Oh, finally, a good one here, and then we'll end this video, but totally agree, John. Even though I'm engaged and did not earn over 6 figures last year, talked to my fiance on our commute this morning, the office workload and commute puts them into their masculine. The 2-income household mindset is ruining our families. Wife stressed out with kids raised by strangers is not ideal. Keep setting the bar high for us, John. It's going to repel some, but that's what happens when you set a high standard. I don't meet that standard yet, but I see the wisdom behind your take on this. Let's expect more of ourselves. Okay, like, I love it. Thank you, man. Like, you're a wise man. I love that you're recognizing you're not there yet, and that's okay. You didn't earn over 6 figures. Like you were already engaged. Okay, your fiance is working, but you're aspiring to get to a point where she doesn't have to work. And I tell you, man, just downgrade your guy's lifestyle, right? And do it now. Like don't waste the time. It'll be better off that way if you establish a relationship, especially before you get married. In fact, don't get married until you're able to support her. Honestly, that's my advice to you. And here's the thing, guys. Look, maybe you're already in the situation. Maybe you're not making a lot of money. Maybe you're already in a relationship. Maybe you're already married. And you're like, man, John, you just really fucking piss me off. You insult me by making these videos and saying this stuff. It emasculates me. Okay, I get it. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, right? I love you. Seriously. When I say that, I mean it. Okay, so here's what I would say. It's like, hold what I'm saying as an ideal and work towards it. You might not be there yet. It's not your fault that you were miseducated on this. It's not your fault that you didn't understand this. The worldview, the feminist worldview, you think you've got a red pill worldview, but it's a feminist worldview. That has become the red pill world. It's so crazy. They're the same thing almost now. Like, it really is crazy, except one hates men and other hates women. But if you hate women, you hate yourself. So it's just weird. But my point is that work on getting to what I'm saying. Even when we did the podcast with my wife, the Better Than Perfect podcast, a lot of times Nicole's like, well, yeah, it's like, I agree with what you're saying, but it's hard for people. Like, people are going to get turned off by this message because they have a 2-income household, they can't afford it, it's expensive, blah, blah, blah. I get it, and I understand, and I empathize with you if you're in that situation, but fix it. Downsize, hustle more, make more money. As a man, you can do it, okay? And turn things around. Okay, if you want some help with all this stuff, I have a whole Bulldog Mindset membership. I'm building a community of strong men. We're weeding out the weak men, unfortunately. It's like, I wish that you all could be strong men, but some of you guys, you don't have what it takes, at least right now. And you're just going to unsubscribe and you're like, fuck this, you're not going to listen to what I'm saying here. That's fine. Go ahead and leave your comments and show your ignorance. It's fine. It's again, like, I love you. If you come back, I'll help you. But I wish you could see my life. I wish you could see my life. I wish you could watch and see my interactions with my wife, with my child, how she respects me, right? Like, I wish you could see what living your life as a man looks like. I wish you could see that, right? So anyway, if you want some more help with this Bulldog Mindset membership, click link down below. I'll see you tomorrow.